If you think that sales is all about being pushy or about talking to as many people as possible, you've just missed the point of what sales is. Kevin Weir, your Action Coach business coach, helping you achieve your business dreams. And today I want to talk about the notion that you have to be a pushy salesperson to get success in sales. That's total opposite of what sales is. It's all about building relationships with people who want to buy from you. Let me give you a real life story. It's December 31st, 1996, and I was working for a Fortune 500 company, and I was required to go out and buy a company car for myself before the end of 1996. Well, classic me, I waited till the last day. So I'm out on this car lot and walk in, and the salesperson says, "What you looking for?" And I said, "Well, I need a car." He goes, "What kind of car?" And I said, "Well, it's for business. I'm looking for a sedan." And he goes, "Okay." He goes out there and finds all of these cars for me, and I find a car that I like. And without test driving it, we go back in and we start talking about the car, and he comes up with the worst line a salesperson can have. Quote, "So, Mr. Weir, what's it going to take to get you into this car today?" At that point, I knew I had a dishonest individual. I found a way to weasel out of that appointment even before we did the test drive. Went over to another car lot with a salesperson who had the exact same car that I liked, had me test drive it, talked me through the process, and we bought that one. So I've learned firsthand what negativity comes from a pushy sales process. So the question is, why pushy sales don't work? There's four main reasons why it doesn't work. Number one, we are all geared as human beings to resist pressure. We don't like being pressured into anything, but what we respond to is value. When you have value conversations, we are attracted to that. Number two, it's not about creating that sort of aggressive I win, you lose. This is all about win-win when we're talking about sales. The salesperson wins, the customer wins. Number three, when you're trying to do pushy sales, the customer doesn't feel understood. You're not listening to them. They feel that you don't get me. And then number four reason why pushy sales don't work is that the pushy sales is all about the transaction. People respond to relationships. So you have to understand that if you build no relationship with the prospect, they're not going to buy from you. So what we want to do right now is we want to go through a 3-step sales strategy that takes away the pushiness and the pressure that we associate with sales. So if you got some notes, go ahead and take some notes right now. Number one is that we need to attract the right leads. Here's the problem. You can't sell to people who don't qualify or who don't need what you have. See, here's the thing is you're probably talking to a lot of the wrong people. So you have to ask yourself, who is my target market? Who is my ideal person who would buy from me? Do you know that person? And do you know how to reach out and get your message to those sale people? Now, you might respond to, well, that's marketing department's job. Yeah, partially, but guess what? You're the salespeople. You need to be helping marketing attract the right person to you. If they're not doing it, you need to work together on that. It's not about, second thing is it's not about more leads, it's all about better leads. So if you waste all of your time talking to people who don't qualify, you're just going to do a lot of talking with no results. And so you need to qualify that buyer throughout the process. Do they fit? Are they an individual who is going to be a good person? Because here's the thing, you could come across a person who doesn't fit and you can still sell to them. What's going to happen? They're going to come back, they're going to return the product or the service, and they're going to say bad things about you. So even though you might get a commission off of that sale, it's going to bite you in the rear end later. So now number two on the 3-step sales strategy without being pushy is you need to build trust before selling. One of the things is I love to use what I call a know, like, trust process. First of all, the customer or client has to know you. They have to know who you are. The second thing is they have to like you. You have to be likable enough and enjoyable and pleasant enough that they like dealing with you. And then the number 3 process is they have to trust you. They have to trust that you have their best interest in mind. If you can't do the know, like, and trust process in sales, no one is going to buy from you except somebody who is desperate and is probably the wrong customer in the first place. You have to basically then ask them the right questions. You have to ask probing questions that dig down into why this customer needs what you have. And then you have to focus on the pain points of the customer instead of the product or service itself. If all you do is tell somebody how wonderful your product or service is and convince them that is the best solution since sliced bread, they're not going to buy from you because you're not zeroing in on the reason they want to buy from you. Is it going to solve a problem for them? Is it going to help them in an issue they have? Is it going to make them look better? Is it going to give them social standing or more revenue in their business or greater profits or a better outcome with their children? That has to be the focus, not the product or service itself. I've seen too many salespeople who will automatically go back to how wonderful their product or service is, and then they wonder why they don't get sales. Now, the third one is you need to close with clear next steps. Now, high pressure closes don't work. And if you try a high pressure close, more than likely you're going to have people find a way, like I did, to get on out of the location or the discussion and find somebody else. So here's the thing is that one of the big mistakes on not closing with a clear next step is that you're not giving a low resistance next step. You see, here's the thing is that if you can just get them to say yes to something, that's a starting point. Then we've got to guide them into that action. So for example, is this what you had in mind? Or does this fit with what you were looking for? If they say yes, that is a low barrier next step so that you can guide them along. See, here's the thing is that a lot of times people, here's the point, I've heard this before from salespeople. Well, Joe, just let me know if you're interested. And then you disappear from them. That's the opposite. That's a squishy close. You have to get them, because if you ask, well, let me know if you're interested, they're going to go, yeah, let me think about it. And they're going to disappear on you, and they'll never come back. So you have to go through and said, is this what you had in mind? What can we do? Can I show you what next steps are in purchasing this product or service? And so you have to guide them along in a step-by-step process to help them make the decision that's appropriate for them and benefits you at that point in time. Now, we've got other videos that we have that we've done on overcoming objections, but that's not what we're about here today. You need to give them a clear path on how they can, in essence, become your next customer. So let's go over those 3 points. Number 1, attract the right leads. Number 2, build trust before selling. Number 3, close with a clear next step. Now, if you want a complete system in this sales process I just discussed, we work on that in our 12-week sales training process. It's one of the best in the industry. But do you need that? Here's the thing. If you want to have a discussion about does sales training fit for me, type DM me with the word sales, and we'll get you scheduled in my calendar to have a quick discussion. And so you and I can talk without me being pushy to you. Do you need some help? Well, go out there and make it a great day.